We have arrived at Fukushima. This is the Olympus OMD EM10 Mark III. They say it's the cheapest or best price camera for photo hobbyists. So we took this into a road trip and tested it a little bit. So here it goes. But first, here is the unboxing of the Olympus OMD M10 Mark III. Let's see the unboxing. This has two lenses in it, so kit lenses. And inside the box, you can see you have to read everything so you don't get lost, okay? When you're unboxing something like this, more paper, and inside the black motif I like really. It's so cool. Inside this box is this. It looks like the camera battery charger and the plug, battery, USB cable, and the Olympus strap. We have this pancake lens. So cool. Nice packaging. It's so small. It's like a toy. See my hand? Wow. It's still very small. Unbelievable. It's my first time to see an Olympus, actually hold an Olympus in my hand. I'll get the lens to compare it with. So this is the Sigma 70 to 300 millimeter. And look at the size, 40 to 150. I think they have the same focal length. But this is micro four thirds, so this is a nice looking camera. Wow, the motif is so nice. It looks like the old SLRs. See that on the top? It's metallic, but it feels like plastic. It is plastic. And this is it an articulating screen? That's the extent of the screen. So for vloggers, this may not be that useful. This is a mirrorless, by the way. It's a mirrorless camera. So let's charge the battery and let's set it up and try to test it outside. So during our road trip around the coastal roads, going around the Honshu area, we used this in several attempts for photography and videos. So it was the first time that we used the Olympus system, and it's a little bit of learning curve, so it was quite difficult for us a little bit. So we tested it in the basic manual setting that we know, and here are the photos that we have taken during this trip. This camera is very well known because of its in-body image stabilization. So we tested this by shooting video on the road while we were driving handheld. So these are the videos. So let's see how effective is the Hobbyists.
This is a 4K test of the Olympus. Let's see how the in-body image stabilization is working. If I can zoom. Out. Let's see on the side. Let's see the dynamic range of this thing, because the sun is really harsh right now. So and that's it. This is the view of the Pacific Ocean. This is a kind of rocky, right? Probably this is good for scuba diving or raft, just snorkeling, because the water is not too deep as I see it right now. There it is. So with the photos that you see there, the first time, the lanterns, that was the time when we were in Aomori. They are very known for the Nebuta festival, and that is the lantern festival at Aomori. And these are the videos taken by Arnie inside the museum. I wasn't there, but she took these wonderful shots, 4K, using the Olympus OMD EM10 Mark III. Let's see how good it is. So let's talk about the souvenirs here at the souvenir shop. We have some Japanese slippers, some sweets. We have these t-shirts with a angry god design. We also have beverages there, mostly from Apple, I think. And this one is a special edition made for the Nebuta Festival, Coca-Cola.
and some omiyage, as they say, presents to be given for those of your friends when you go visit a place like this. And there's lots of them, variety of Japanese snacks. And also these jackets, which are a little pricey. Some souvenir ties with the Nebuta skin. These are buttons. Here are some pens, the Nebuta style pen. And these are bags, I believe. And these are the Fuji apple Aomori style sweets for present. And these are also for drinking wine. Of course, these are little tiny mementos when you visit them, and we bought keychains too from here. This one, and there's mugs, and this is just adorable dolls.
Obviously, we needed more time to test this in real life, but during the road trip, it did pretty well. It's just because that we brought a lot of camera system and we captured very few footages using the 4K system on this camera. Actually, mainly, my main problem with this is that it's a little small. It's kind of hard to hold, and when you use your hand and twisting and focusing, it's kind of sometimes some fingers is getting on the way of the lens. That's my main problem. So I think the adjustment is just okay. It's just very natural to me, except the size. The size is really small, and nobody can beat the cool classic design. It's so cool. Probably we need more tests before we can say that this is probably the best camera for photo hobbyists, especially the beginner ones. So what do you think of the performance of the Olympus EM10 Mark III? Pretty good? Is it good for you? This is actually the cheapest of its type. It's micro four thirds. But for photo hobbyists, you can use every professional adjustments available for normal shooting, for DSLR shooting, for big sensor shooting. It's all here. So I think this could be one of the best for photo hobbyists.
So this is a shot of the longest tunnel we passed by in the prefecture of Niigata. This is more than 10 kilometers tunnel. It was pretty crazy, and this was taken with the Olympus OMD M10 Mark III. So amazing in dark areas, and the color is just, yeah, so alive. So that's all for today's video. I hope to see you again on the next one. Goodbye.